is News 3 Now at 10.
But first, breaking news. Authorities in Metro Atlanta are investigating whether shootings at 3 massage parlors that left 8 people dead and 1 wounded are connected. 2 of the shootings were at spas across the street from each other in northeast Atlanta, and the other was in Cherokee County to the northwest of the city. A number of the victims are said to be women of Asian descent. A suspect in the 3rd shooting was taken into custody tonight. He's being identified as 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long of Woodstock, Georgia. But it is still too early to determine if all were connected or the motive. Next at 10, health officials' goal is to get the vaccine to everyone, but data is showing some groups getting vaccinated more quickly than others.
Madeline O'Neill breaks down the disparities between races and ethnicities and what's being done to distribute the vaccine through a lens of equity. Maddie?
Well, the Department of Health Services is focusing on equity. For example, basing part of its vaccine allocation on the Social Vulnerability Index, and that helps them identify which communities have barriers to vaccine access, things like lack of transportation or technology. And now that about 20% of the state's population has received at least 1 dose, we are seeing some differences in which groups are getting the vaccine first.
Communities of color have been disproportionately affected by COVID-19.
State numbers show unevenness in vaccine distribution throughout Wisconsin, too.
We can expect disparities because there's a history of that, but we don't want to fall into that complacency.
Looking at just Dane County, about 24% of white residents have gotten at least 1 dose, compared to 10% of black people. Nearly 24% of non-Hispanic people have gotten at least 1 shot, compared to 10% of the Hispanic community.
It is our responsibility to help come up with solutions.
Vaccinators, including health systems, are coming up with their own equity strategies when both the lack of access and trust in healthcare play into it.
You have to get outside the 4 walls of the hospital and the clinics and really meet people where they are.
At SSM Health, part of that means open communication about the vaccine and partnering with community organizations that serve people of color and vulnerable populations, such as the Urban League. They can work with them to provide end-of-day doses to those who are eligible.
And if we can rebuild trust here, I honestly believe there's going to be long-term positive effect to overall better health for our community.
With increased options for vaccination, including the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson shot, UW-Madison Associate Professor Ajay Sethi is hopeful we'll see some of the current disparities level out.
Now that we have vaccines that are going to be able to be delivered in doctors' offices and more widely, you know, the excuses, there just aren't any excuses. We have to be able to vaccinate everybody.
DHS says they know there's plenty of systemic reasons for these disparities and acknowledge that historic racism within healthcare settings lead to some vaccine hesitancy. But as Sethi points out, latest survey data shows there's not too much of difference between races and ethnicities when it comes to the willingness to get a vaccine.
More than 1.2 million Wisconsinites have received at least 1 dose of a COVID vaccine. DHS says more than 17,000 people in the state received a shot over the past 24 hours. New cases were up a bit to 480, and there were 3 newly reported deaths. Over 720,000 people, or 12.6% of Wisconsinites, have completed the vaccination series.
And according to the CDC, all 50 states have at least 10% of their respective adult populations now fully vaccinated. As of today, close to 111 million doses of the vaccine have been administered across the U.S. That's nearly 80% of the delivered doses. And new tonight, the Wisconsin legislature passed a bill this evening allowing the pharmaceutical company Pfizer to use its facility in Pleasant Prairie to ship COVID-19 vaccines to the western half of the United States. The bill effectively removes an obstacle that slowed shipments before. The bill now heads to the governor for his approval.
People waiting for March 29th to become eligible to get vaccinated won't have to wait as long anymore. Today, DHS moved up that date by a week to next Monday, the 22nd. Governor Evers says it happened because Wisconsin is actually moving along very quickly with vaccinations.
We're excited about it, but it comes with that caveat of patience, like we've been preaching all along, and understanding of what some of the limitations are, and understanding that that vaccine is being distributed across a wide variety of vaccinators. And so that creates that scavenger hunt model a little bit.
UW Health and SSM Health are confident they will have appointments open for people in the new group soon, but Public Health Madison and Dane County still has several thousand in 1B to get to, instead encouraging people in 1C to look to their provider or a local pharmacy for a shot. Today, first and second graders at Madison Public Schools had the option to return to in-person instruction. They can attend in person for 4 full days. Next in the phased reopening plan, 4K returns March 23rd and third graders on April 13th. Middle and high schoolers can come back to the classroom in mid to late April. They have the option to spend 2 days per week in the classroom.
Moderna has expanded its vaccine trials to include children from 6 months to 12 years old. A trial for 12 to 17-year-olds is also underway. Moderna hopes to enroll 3,000 participants in that age group. Dr. Anthony Fauci is saying that children in this group could get the vaccine as early as this fall. SSM Health continuing its COVID vaccine outreach efforts with an on-site clinic for teachers and staff in Whitewater. Educators from the Whitewater and Fort Atkinson school districts, as well as UW Whitewater, received their first doses today. SSM Health has been helping vaccinate area school districts now for the past few weeks, including hosting on-site clinics for Madison and also McFarland staff.
Let's go to Gary Canalti now with a look at our first warn forecast.
Well, skies are cloudy most of the day today, and having snow on the ground certainly didn't help the temperatures very much. We just couldn't break through the clouds to get some sunshine. We started out the day with some light fog and freezing drizzle this morning. You can see during the day we had mostly cloudy skies. At times the clouds tried to thin out a little bit, but they never really were able to clear out. Doppler track shows some light snow to our west across Minnesota and far northern Iowa. There's also a little batch of precipitation over northeastern Iowa, but service reports indicate most of that is not reaching the ground. However, it's possible that we could see a few flurries or some patchy freezing drizzle later tonight, and then possibility for some light rain, snow, or freezing rain showers toward tomorrow morning. Visibility is right now at or above 10 miles for all the major reporting stations. A little bit of light fog starting to develop across northern Illinois. We'll start to see more fog and some freezing drizzle overnight. High temperatures today only made it in the mid-30s here in Madison. Boscobel was the warm spot at 38. Janesville was at 37 to the north. The Dells only hit 32, and right now temperatures are very close to the highs for the day in the lower to middle 30s. These will probably fall to the upper 20s by tomorrow morning. That's why we have the possibility for some patchy freezing drizzle, but then look for skies to be mostly cloudy tomorrow. We'll see some rain showers, especially later in the afternoon with a high temperature of 42. After the showers clear out on Thursday, we should be looking for much nicer weather for the weekend. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
New tonight, a small group gathering this evening for a vigil at the state capitol, hoping for the safe return of a missing 15-year-old girl. There is currently a $5,000 reward for anyone who brings 15-year-old Taya Meggs home in the next 72 hours. That money put up today by the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Tonight, we heard from the girl's mother.
The biggest issue here is that I just don't know where she is. We don't want any more drama on Facebook. We don't want any more accusations and all this being thrown around. We basically just want to make sure Taya gets home safe.
It feels great knowing that she has so many people out here that love her, and I hope that she knows that there are so many people out here that love her.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office says Meggs was last seen on Thursday getting into a car with somebody she knows at Wisconsin Heights High School in Maizomanie. That car was last spotted on Camden Road in Madison later that day. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Dane County tip line. We're expecting more information tomorrow about the arrest of a Milwaukee County Circuit Court judge. He was arrested today, accused of being in possession of child pornography. Judge Brett BLOMME was taken into custody this morning following an investigation into, quote, multiple uploads of child pornography. The DOJ says images were allegedly uploaded through the messaging app Kik in October and November 2020. A criminal complaint is expected to be filed tomorrow.
The Sauk County Sheriff's Office released a new photo today that could help them further their investigation of an unsolved homicide. They need your help identifying these people to talk to as potential witnesses. They made it clear in their Facebook post that these people are are not suspects. Back in October, a 24-year-old man was attacked and killed while hiking alone on Grotto's Trail. Law enforcement was never able to make an arrest or identify any suspects. If you have any information that could help, please contact the Sauk County Sheriff's Office. 2 people are dead, 2 people on a probation hold after an investigation in Juneau County. Deputies say they found the bodies of a 33-year-old man and 42-year-old woman while responding to a welfare check yesterday in Linden Township. 24-year-old Felix Rivera Mendina, who lived in that home, was taken into custody on a felony parole warrant. Authorities also arrested a 23-year-old woman on a felony drug warrant. Officials did not say how those 2 people died.
A double stabbing in downtown Green Bay last night left 1 person dead. It all started at a bar on South Broadway around 8:30. A woman was stabbed inside of Rockabilly's and ran into the bar next door. The man who police say stabbed her then drove his vehicle into the front of the building. He then ran away from the scene, but later went up to a car that was stopped in the road because of a train and stabbed that man inside. Patrons from another bar and others nearby were able to slow the suspect down until police made it to the scene.
The person in the car has died of his injuries. He's a 70-year-old male that we're not identifying yet. The female victim was treated at a local hospital, and I believe she was released, and the suspect is in custody.
Police say they don't know what the motive is yet, but they are calling it a random act. Wisconsin Senate Republicans voted 18-12 today to pass a resolution honoring Rush Limbaugh, the controversial conservative radio host who died earlier this year. In the same session, GOP lawmakers turned down Democratic efforts to include slavery and Black history in a bill requiring public schools to teach about the Holocaust and other genocides. They also rejected another attempt at a Black History Month resolution after passing on a similar effort last month.
New tonight, President Joe Biden says New York Governor Andrew Cuomo should resign if the state attorney general's investigation confirms the sexual harassment allegations against him. The president made the remarks in an interview with ABC News that is scheduled to air tomorrow morning. Cuomo is facing allegations that he sexually harassed or behaved inappropriately toward multiple women, including several former staffers. Republican U.S. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin says he is ruling out a run for governor in the state in 2022, but he remains undecided about seeking a third term in the Senate. Senator Johnson floated the possibility of a run for governor back in 2019, but on a conservative talk radio show today, he said, quote, "If I run for anything, it is not going to be for governor." Russia attempted to disrupt the election in 2020. That's according to declassified information from U.S. intelligence. Officials say Moscow was focused on denigrating then presidential candidate Biden and boosting President Trump's re-election efforts. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence also says Russia wanted to undermine voters' confidence in the process. In addition to Russia, officials say China and Iran also attempted to interfere with the 2020 election. Still to come tonight, a new Target store coming to downtown Madison right on State Street. Plus, some shocking video shows the moment a plane crashes to the ground, hitting an SUV in the process. We'll have that story just ahead.
WILDE Towne Honda is Wisconsin's Dealer of the Year. Save with 0% financing for up to 60 months on over 400 new Hondas at WILDE Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
One night, 3 ladies and dozens of hits. It's the Ladies of the 80s tour featuring Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King. Together live June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster and at the Ho-Chunk Gaming gift shop. The red hot dance party you've been waiting for. Taylor Dayne, Lisa, and Evelyn Champagne King. June 5th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your grown-up getaway.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's a great time to start those big projects with 11% off everything at Menards. Whether you're adding a storage shed, updating your garage, or planning the perfect post-frame building, you can save 11% on the plans and materials. Design and buy online with our Design It Center, or stop into the store to start planning your next project. Save 11% on all storage buildings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At Wilde's Towne Honda, lease a new all-wheel drive HRV for $189. That's $189 and absolutely zero due at signing. Save on over 400 new Hondas at Wilde's Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Wednesday morning for St. Patrick's Day, we're headed to a dance studio in WILDE.
We'll dance a jig in our 608 segment and learn what makes this Irish dance group one of the best in the world. We'll see you Wednesday.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The national average price for a gallon of gas is nearing $3 now. AAA says people in the U.S. are paying 14% more at the pump compared to last month. Right now, the average price for a gallon, $2.87. AAA expects gas prices to continue to rise this week. The organization reports the experts are seeing a tightening of supply and an increase in demand. Around Madison, we're a little under that average. Most places, about $2.65 a gallon. With more people starting to travel by air again, the FAA says it's cracking down on unruly passengers, particularly when it comes to mask use. The FAA said there have been more than 500 reports of misbehaving passengers since December. The agency is encouraging law enforcement to consider both civil and criminal charges, including fines and jail time for anyone who isn't following the rules.
2 people were killed and several others were injured today when a powerful explosion set off by commercial-grade fireworks ignited in Ontario, California. That explosion damaged several buildings and spread debris across a wide area. Several animals, including horse, were also injured. Details about who were killed were not immediately available, but the blast prompted an evacuation order for parts of the neighborhood. New shocking surveillance video today of a small plane crash in South Florida. A plane plummets to the ground in Pembroke Pines, colliding with a passing SUV. The plane, seconds later, bursting into flames, killing the 2 people on board. A woman and child were in that SUV, and the child later died at the hospital. Investigators say something went wrong shortly after takeoff, forcing the pilot to turn around. Sadly, they would clip a power line and fall short of the runway by a few hundred feet.
Next at 10, UW-Madison is looking for some community input for a plan to redevelop Library Mall. That area between Memorial Library and State Street has long been a place for the community and university to come together, whether in times of protest or celebration. The 2015 campus master plan called for a large open public gathering space with new paving, landscaping, and seating. The project would come from private funds. And Target plans to add a small store on State Street where the Under Armour store used to be. It's according to Target's website and also permits filed with the city. The website didn't indicate when that new location would open. Target recently started expanding its small format stores near college campuses and cities all across the country.
And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolfi with a look at your first warn forecast.
Well, we just couldn't get rid of the clouds today, and having snow on the ground kept our temperatures on the chilly side. Now, right now we're above freezing, but to the west, we're starting to see some light precipitation across northeastern Iowa. The green area, the rain probably reaching the ground. Surface reports really don't indicate that this area of mixed precipitation is reaching the ground yet, but it's possible we could see some fog and some freezing drizzle develop, and then maybe some light rain, freezing rain or snow showers late tonight and tomorrow morning, changing pretty quickly over to rain showers as temperatures climb above freezing early in the morning. To the north, there's some light snow in parts of Minnesota. That will stay to our north, but we're on the northern part of a pretty strong storm system, which is developing in the central part of the plains. Right now, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for much of Oklahoma and the panhandle of Texas. Severe thunderstorm has been erupting pretty rapidly there. We'll see more thunderstorm development overnight through much of Texas and into Arkansas and Louisiana. And then tomorrow, that severe weather threat shifts eastward. So an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms with with the possibility for some very large hail in northern portions of Oklahoma. But tomorrow, the main severe weather threat is going to be basically from Alabama, Mississippi into eastern Arkansas and southwestern Tennessee. That area under a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms from the Storm Prediction Center. It's possible that some of that area might need to be upgraded to a high risk for the possibility for strong to violent tornadoes, as well as damaging straight line winds to 80 miles per hour or stronger, and baseball-sized hail. So a significant severe weather outbreak to our south. Again, we're on the northern parts of this storm, so we're going to be on the cooler side. We'll just see some light rain showers tomorrow and possibly on Thursday as well, especially for areas south of Madison. It'll be windy on Thursday. We could see some wind gusts in the 20 to 30 mile per hour or stronger range, at least for a time. And then on Friday and Saturday, we'll be back to sunshine and temperatures will turn milder for the weekend. Snow on the ground, keeping temperatures cool in the northern part of the Midwest. And of course, the big snowstorm that hit in Colorado over the weekend. And you can see the difference in temperatures. Up to the north, mainly 30s, but not far to the south, those temperatures are in the 70s. So pretty good temperature contrast. That's when you start dealing with severe weather and the possibility for a more major storm system. Right now, upper level winds from southwest to northeast. Notice the dip in the jet stream here. This is what's going to start spinning up that storm as it pushes eastward. You can see the storm is developing very rapidly from literally nothing to severe thunderstorms in just a couple of hours. And tomorrow that will take place farther to the east into Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama. But for us, we're just dealing with clouds. We're on the northern parts of this storm system. We even have a weak area of high pressure to the north that just isn't clearing out the clouds. It's just enough not to mix up the wind. So for tomorrow, could see a rain or snow shower early, then a chance for rain showers during the day. High temperature at 42. On future track, again, there could be a few light rain, snow, or freezing rain showers early tomorrow morning. Then mainly just a few rain showers, possibly mixed with a few flakes of snow later tomorrow night. And then on Thursday, the better chances for rain will start shifting to the south as the drier air starts to move in from the north. 7 to 10 day forecast. The dry air clears us out for Friday with a high of 48, 53 Saturday, and near 60 on Sunday. Some showers and thunderstorms from Monday afternoon into Tuesday, but temperatures will stay mild in the 50s for the rest of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Just ahead in sports, the Badgers and Gophers, they were skating for a Big Ten tournament title tonight. Could Wisconsin rally late to make a little history? We'll find out next in sports with Zach.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Gruber Law Offices has been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. We can help you from the safety and comfort of your own home. Our virtual sign-up process is quick and easy. One call, that's all.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Aren't you tired of being tired? Shop Denver Mattress today and get all the Z's you need. And during the wall-to-wall sale, check out the Summit Firm Easy on the Wallet for only $249.99. Save up to $100 on the Doctor's Choice lineup, America's #1 rated mattress. Or get a free $300 gift when you purchase a new Tempur-Pedic. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping right to your door. Say goodbye to tossing and turning and hello to a better night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
Ready?
No.
No. Yes, you are. You ready? Yes, you are. Are you ready to go to sleep for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses. Very good. And one more for good luck.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks for zero enrollment, $22.99 a month, now through March 16th. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You've got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Get the PF Black Card for zero enrollment and $22.99 a month. Hurry, deal ends March 16th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $22.99 a month. Stop in today.
It all starts with an invitation to experience Lexus, to see how we put you first. What starts with an invitation becomes an experience. Visit Lexus in person or online for exceptional offers. Now through March 31st.
Get 0% APR financing on the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
Fitting that the Big Ten tournament title comes down to border battle foes. Wisconsin took it to Minnesota this season. First, they snapped their 10-game winning streak, and then they beat them 3 out of the 4 times they played and took the regular season championship in the process. Tonight, the tournament crown was on the line. Badgers down 5-1 in the third, but didn't go away. Roman Ashan rips one in to make it 5-3. Ashan scored twice. And then later in the period, off the face-off, Cole Caulfield did what he does. The Big Ten Player of the Year makes it a 1-goal game with 2 minutes to play, but Wisconsin just ran out of time. They fall 6-4, the final.
I'm really proud of our guys, all year, what we've done. We lost in the championship game of the Big Ten playoffs. We won the Big Ten regular season. We've got lots to be proud of. I don't want to dissect this game and make it bigger, anything bigger out of it than it was. It was a game we didn't play as well as we'd like to have. And I don't want to go a whole lot deeper into that.
Nice. The Wisconsin women taking on Providence in the NCAA quarterfinals, and the Badgers struck first period, and Brett Pettit sends one home to give UW a 1-0 lead. Now, in third period, still 1-0 Badgers until Britta Curl steals the puck, flips it to Sophie Shirley, and she finds the back of the net. Shirley scored twice. Badgers move on to the Frozen Four for the 7th straight year with a 3-0 win over the Friars. They'll play Ohio State on Thursday.
It's been a crazy year, and after last year not having the chance to do this, it definitely makes you a little more hungry. So I'm excited for the freshmen coming in and the sophomores, I guess, too, that didn't get to experience it yet. So, I'm very excited, and I think our team has worked really hard for this.
So far during their time in Indy, the Badgers haven't practiced in Mackey Arena yet. But that changes tomorrow when they finally get to leave the hotel complex and take the 80-minute bus ride to West Lafayette. Now, historically, Wisconsin hasn't played well in that arena, 4-42 all time. But remember, those games were against Purdue, and UW is playing North Carolina on Friday. And having already played in Mackey this season might be advantage for the guys.
History of Wisconsin, like we've played Purdue and not North Carolina, and there's also most of the time been lots of fans in the arena as well, because when there's fans in that arena, especially Purdue fans, it's one of the best venues in the country, and it's definitely unique, considering the circumstances we're in to actually be able to play at a place like Purdue, being from the Big Ten.
And that's it for sports. We'll be right back.
So much time at home. I need new furniture.
Dylan, it's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for just $20, $30, or $40 a month. How about a dining room for just $20 a month?
I'm more of a pizza in front of the TV kind of guy. Oh, recliners. I've always wanted a couple of those.
How about 2 of these for just $30 a month when you spent $1,800 and pay no interest for 5 years?
Well, hello, Slumberland.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
That's not bacon, it's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, save big with a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Camry. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Wake up every morning with Chris Reese and his Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan Your Day with Chris, weekday mornings starting at 4:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
In the race for Greene County Judge, only one candidate has the experience to keep us safe, Jane Bucher. As an attorney, Jane Bucher is the only candidate with deep courtroom experience, handling over 2,300 cases. Jane Bucher is the only candidate to help start a drug court, saving lives and reducing crime. And Jane Bucher is the only candidate endorsed by hundreds of community leaders, judges, and attorneys.
As your judge, I'm prepared to make tough decisions, treat people fairly, and keep Greene County safe and strong.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, one of the most popular prisons in American history is back open for indoor tours. First time in a year at Alcatraz, which shuttered in San Francisco. Of course, hasn't housed prisoners in decades, but it has been a popular tourist destination until coronavirus hit. Mask requirements, social distancing, and other health precautions are in place for all visitors. That's another sign of return to normalcy.
Everybody gets their own cell, right?
There you go.
When they're, yeah.
Gary's final check.
Well, we're kind of locked in with the clouds and the fog right now, and some very light precipitation moving towards southwestern Wisconsin. Right now, visibility is pretty much okay, but we could see some fog develop overnight. Temperatures right now are in the lower to middle 30s.
Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.